Hi, Scorpio. How are you? It's your girl, Alex, and I'm back again with more information and messages from the universe. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Let's see what God in the universe has for Scorpio. There she is. I promise you, I was sitting here for about 2 or 3 minutes meditating on your energy, and it was bone quiet. But as soon as I hit record, anyway, God in the universe, can you please bless Scorpio with some incredible information? We thank you. We love you. Amen. Home girl. Oh, Eight of Pentacles. What you working on? What you working at? Okay. That's crooked as hell. It's straight for y'all, but it's crooked for me. This is Page of Swords. I'm sorry, that's not the Page of Swords. That's the Five of Swords. Probably should cut the light on in here. Here, let me straighten that out for ya. There we go. There we go. Two of Swords. 5 and 2 is 7. Hierophant. Ooh, that's wow. Praying Hermit. Ooh. Some sort of work situation. Good Lord, is that the 7? That is a 7 of Swords. So we got 5 and 2 equals 7. That's a lot of swords, Scorpio. What's going on? And the 4 of Cups. And the 6 of Pentacles. So it kind of looks like something's not working. Duh. And I feel like you should pray about it. But for some of you, you could be, what is the word? Avoiding. Thank you. Avoiding. Because you don't see a good outcome. Lord Jesus, my angel says somebody could owe you money. And this is somebody who, it's a work situation or somebody, it has something to do with time, money, energy, and you don't think you're going to get something in return. You don't think you're going to get your equal share or equal due. Why that is, Scorpio? Scorpio. Justice card. Yes, the fuck you will. Shit, you getting all the shit that's due to you. Angel said it could also be Angel said it could also be you feel like somebody's taking advantage of you. Yeah. Something's about to come full circle. Yay. If you pray about it, you'll be fine. Fool. This Hermit card is just screaming avoidance. Avoidance. 10 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords. You're not focusing on what really matters because you're too distracted by some bullshit. Where the Queen of Swords at? 9 of Pentacles. Now, let me tell you something, Scorpio. Death card. Here you go. Dun, dun, dun. That's Scorpio, bitch. You're going to give me my money. All right. Let me bring your attention to something. You have you have some illustrious pentacles here. You have the 6 of Pentacles, which is charity. It's like, oh, I owe you $20. Here's $22, $2 interest, right? That's what the 6 of Pentacles is. It's bringing things back into balance from a financial, materialistic standpoint. Okay? So the 8 of Pentacles with the Justice card, maybe some of you got written up at work or was reprimanded or had some bullshit go down at work, your business, side hustle. And you're like, fuck this shit. Y'all don't pay me enough. I'm getting y'all kiss both cheeks. right? And 3 weeks might have gone by, maybe 3 months for some of you. I feel like, but you haven't moved on. You could have physically moved on, but still be mentally in the situation. You could have mentally moved on, but still be at your job, right? So there's a bit of a dissonance here, right? But it's time for something to come to a close. I feel like the Hierophant is saying, and the Justice, right? Anytime I have the Hierophant or Justice, that kind of says to me the universe got their hands in your stuff. Like, universe about to work it out. Okay, Scorpio, you go grab a seat, cop a squat. Universe is coming in to fix your shit. I have the Justice and the Six of Pentacles. Something is about to be balanced out. Again, I feel like you're due money. That's right out the gate. I just kind of feel like somebody owes you money. Look at the Six of Pentacles in these cards. It's like, give me my coins. Give me my 38 cents, Carl. Don't. Bring it back. Okay, all right, I'm back. What was that movie with the little boy? $2. I want my two. He rode the bike the whole movies. I think it was John Cusack. Anyway, I feel like somebody owes you money for some work that you've done, and it's plaguing you, it's bothering you. You're trying to move on, but you're having the hardest time. The universe is like, hey, we're here. Hello. You gonna use us? That scared the shit out of some of y'all. Y'all really thought the universe was knocking. That was me. The Hermit and the Fool card. Keeping to yourself is the wrong thing. Keeping to yourself is the wrong thing. These swords is right. I said 5 and 2 is 7, and here's the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is clutching, holding on to the swords. This is plaguing your mind. You're complaining to the wrong people. Right? Don't complain down, complain up. If you can't complain above your boss, complain to Moses. Right? So talk to your angels and ancestors. I know one of my angels are like, we the ultimate supervisors. I love it. Can I get Thursday off? Oh my God. But look at the Pentacles. I meant to point this out. You got the 6, you don't have the 7, but you got the 8, 9, and 10. So something is about to conclude in your favor. I just need you to do an about face. Stop all this avoidance stuff, because that's not helping your cause. Now, I do realize that some people, it's not specific to a zodiac sign, but some people are more confrontational than others. In my opinion, confrontational just means going to the source and working it out. Like, listen, Carl, what the fuck? Sharon told me this, and I don't know, I ain't want to believe her, so I'm coming right to you. How can we resolve this, Charles? Right? Carl and Charles, right? So there are some people who have no problem going back to the source and resolving it. And in all cases, I would always advise, try to resolve it peacefully, especially if somebody owes you money. You want to be, hey, Charles, how you doing? You having a good day today? Where the fuck right? No, not like that. Angels just almost said, it's almost like pissing off your server. You don't want to piss off nobody who serves you food. So I would say to you, absolutely, Scorpio, here with your stinger, whatever the situation is, we humbly advise you to tread lightly. Okay? And here's why. Because I feel like the universe already has it on its books to get you what you want, what you need, what you're owed. You don't want to go in there with all of your free will and fuck it up. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I gotta say about that. What's under the Death card? Because inquiring mind wants, yeah, you're in denial. I don't think you're in denial. I think your intuition is saying to you, You know you need to go ask them about your money, right? And you're like, nah, fuck them. I'll get my money back from somewhere, right? Like, y'all are, somebody's avoiding something. Now, angels are saying absolutely yes here with this justice card. For some of you, this could be legal, right? Like, they overtaxed you, they took too much money out, you know. It could be some sort of legal situation where basically somebody is taking advantage of you, or you're the underdog, or you're the one who's kind of out of SOL, shit out of luck. I haven't used that term in a long time, angels. I may want to bring that back. Shit out of luck, SOL. The PG version is so out of luck. Look, so you got Libra here with the Justice card. Here comes big ass logical Aquarius coming in to make an intellectual choice or decision in a matter. Eight of Wands. So 8 and 3 is 11. That's 2 wands. Yeah. Whatever this is, I can tell you, you're stuck. It is bothering you into inaction. But things are about to start moving forward. But my 8 of Wands is also synchronicities, right? The universe showing you signs and showing and using symbols to say to you, okay, Scorpio, we got it on the docket. We're about to review it tomorrow. We're going to look into your situation, into your case. You say, who wronged you? Who took your 38? Carl, what's Carl's last name? Jenkins. Look at this. 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Now, 2 and 2 is 4. 4 swords is you're being lax, you're being lazy. So you are not completing something out because you're stuck in your big head. And angels are saying, by the way, and I've always said this and I always will, I think Scorpio is more just than even Libra. I think Libra just likes to go back and forth. I think Libra likes the adventure of the decision. Ooh, do I go this way? Or I don't know, I want to go this way. I want to go. Scorpio's like, bitch, that wasn't right. Get this stinger. I think Scorpio is a higher octave of Libra's justice side. Okay? 2 of Swords, though, it's almost like you want justice. You do. I know you do. But are you really doing anything to, invoke that justice? Prevoke? One of them. Okay. Them damn vokes are the bane of my existence. Invoke, evoke, prevoke. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Once the universe intervenes, it's going to resolve it and you're going to be happy and you're going to be like, I should have spoken up a long time ago. 2 types of people. Assertive and passive. I feel like avoidance and confrontational. I feel like this reading is for individuals. You can even be confrontational, right? I know myself. I'm very assertive. I don't give a fuck. Sharon, you said what? You said you ain't like my shoes, bitch. What the fuck they got to do? I don't give a fuck. I don't. But sometimes I will not be confrontational because I don't feel like the back and forth. Right? I don't want to hear Sharon defending herself. Fuck Carl and his ugly shoe. Right? I don't give a shit. Sometimes I don't want to be. Okay? And angels are saying this reading is either for people like me who are assertive and who are confrontational but choose not to be. Or it's for people who are not confrontational and need to be. Either way, y'all both need to speak the fuck up. I love you. Mwah! Oh, there he is with his ugly shoes. I said, look, you Carl. There's my God card, the Emperor Carl. I can't make the Emperor Carl. I can't, because I'll be ragging on Carl, and I love me some God. Look, that's your final outcome, right? So you will have some sort of financial justice, once a decision is being made, but I feel like you don't want to argue your case, and you don't want to argue your case because either you're not good at arguing your case or you're tired, T-I-E-D, tired. Yeah, I know an R belongs in there. I just don't feel like pronouncing it. Okay, let me get you right. Okay, here we go. I need to, yeah, I know. All right. Think about getting a bigger phone and camera. Anyway, so we go from you not getting your fair share, that's about to end, and what's going to happen is you going to get what you deserve. Okay, so angels, because you open with the Eight of Pentacles, right? You open with you working on something. Now, I love this message. And forgive me if this is pertinent, right? And it's reading, but it could be a little long-winded, and I'm sorry. But y'all know how COVID taught all of us two major scary lessons for any economy? The first lesson it taught us is that we'll need to fucking leave the house to make money. That was the first scary lesson. People like gas stations, supermarkets, well, not supermarkets, gas stations, post office, they need you to leave your house, that you keep those businesses thriving. Okay. So it taught us that we don't need to leave the house to make money. The second thing it taught us is we don't need mainstream corporate America, fuck that, to make money. We can make money on our side hustles. Okay. All right. That's why they can't get motherfuckers back into the office, because too many people are sitting at home selling shit around their house. You know what's the biggest flex? It's plant clippings. Y'all know I'm a planter, right? I'm a plant mom. People selling little corms and root cuttings and this, that. I went to this lady's house one day. I promise you her house was a Shangri-La. I wanted to move into this lady's house. I went to her house for a the Burl Marx cuttings, which she was selling healthy fucking cuttings for $5 each. She had 3 deer run through her yard. She was like, oh, they've never got this close. But it's common that they run through, but she was like, this is the first time they ever got that close. I was like, that's probably because I was there. Anyway, I bought my stuff, came home. But she had chickens. She had what looked like elephant ear, but they weren't elephant ear, all alongside a creek. She had a creek. She had nice land. She had leaf of lives. She had a castor oil tree. I've never in my life seen a castor oil tree. She had a garden for her herbs. She had a garden for her vegetable. I wanted to move it. And then in her front yard with all of her indoor plants, she had a fiddle leaf. I was in plant heaven, okay? And that was her side hustle, right? It was a passion, but it was a side hustle. So I'm saying all of this to say, and I'm sorry it took so long, for those of you who absolutely do have tax-free side hustles, I feel like those are about to flourish, right? I know one thing I'm very familiar with is flipping cars, buying a vehicle that may need, a screw or a patch or something like that, buying it cheap and then selling it for a reasonable price, right? If you resonate with this storyline at all, this is your reading, by the way, because the Eight of Pentacles says, listen, there's something you're good at. There's something you're mastering. You could be an artist. You could be a photographer. You could be a sculptor. You could be a painter. You could be a dancer. You could be a singer. You are working on some part of your craft. And I just feel like with Justice and the King of Swords, you're putting your heart and soul and knuckles into this work. But to an extent, maybe for some of you, you just have not gotten or reached the status financially that you're looking to reach. And the universe is saying, good golly, oh Molly. Some of y'all, to an extent, could have pulled back. You're like, look, I'm not making any more paintings. Nobody's really buying them. The market is saturated. I'm just going to go work, at crystals. You know what I mean? The universe is like, get your ass back in that artist, into your studio. Because there's some sort of big payout that's coming through. Eight of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Some of you, please be careful as to what you're thinking and what you're speaking. By the way, from an energy standpoint, thinking and speaking is the exact same frequency. So just because you don't use your physical mouth to formulate information and communication, the universe is like you've already ignited the spark, which is created the vibration for it. So I'm like, if I'm saying, fuck you, Carl, I don't have to use my mouth, and I can mean the exact same thing and send the exact same energy just by thinking it, by the way. But back to your reading. Justice card and the King of Swords. Some of you are about to give up or walk away on something, and the universe is like, no, keep at it. Because you're about to either link up. Do I have any threes? I got the Three of Wands. You could be about to link up or partner with somebody who's about to bring you the bigger coins. Somebody who may be able to teach you to get the bigger coins. Angels just said to me too, the illustrious pentacles continued, because when I was thinking illustrious pentacles, I was like, well, the ace is not here. I don't have any court pentacles. But the king rolled his ass out here in the bottom resolving position of your reading, Scorpio. So I kind of feel like in the end, you will be financially settled. You'll be financially stable. Ten of Pentacles represents stability over long term, right? You just got to get back into something you were doing, right? Okay. And the Two of Swords here twice is kind of screaming loudly to me, because the Two of Swords is, you don't see it. You don't see it from this angle. You damn sure don't see it from that angle. I don't see this shit working in the office, Carl. I don't see this shit working from home. I'm going to sell tires. Angels just said that could be some of your arguments as well, as in there could be a particular situation, whether it's corporate, whether it's academic, whether it's business-wise, it's not working, right? And you're just like, you know what? I keep hearing intuitively, I need to go and just start my own shit. I don't need to be sitting here working for you, Carl. I can go sell my own fucking tires. And you go off. No, excuse me. Instead of going off, you may resolve it. You may throw it in the back of your mind. You may avoid it. You may be lazy about it. And you continue to work for Carl's stinking ass. You know what I mean? When truth be told, you should be off on your own, because you damn sure would be happier and a little richer. Okay? So you are upside down about taking a leap of faith. You know, the Hermit represents, keeping to yourself. And we talked about that a couple of readings back. And again, I think that's for some of you. I don't think you need to be behind closed doors right now. I think you need to be out in the open. The sun is here because I feel like there's a universal blessing waiting for you out in the open. Not just a universal blessing, but a universal happiness as well. For some of you, if you're looking, it could be a partner, a person, absolutely, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, blah, 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 right? But it feels like whatever it is you're keeping behind closed doors, closed mouths, keeping to yourself, you're thinking, you're not talking to this one, you're feeling some type of way, but you ain't really making it. No, that's hurting you, especially energetically and then financially. Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. So there's abundance in doing something that you love. But I feel like, at least for right now, a lot of you are turned off. Universe was like, turn your ass back on, Scorpio. You got shit to do and money to make and shit to talk and people to see. I know that's right, Carol. Carol is the opposite of Carl, by the way. All right. Personal readings are still open. Link is in the description. I'm leaving it here. I think you got the message. If it resonated, let me know. I love everybody in the comments who are like, you ain't have to do me like that, big A. I love you, Scorpio. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.